that's a V8.
Hey everyone, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we're going to take a look at the 2020 Dodge Durango SRT. This vehicle has been an absolute treat to have around, so let's take a look at the build configurator, talk about the specs a bit, and we'll go out and check it out on the road. Alright, so we got here the Dodge Durango. Well, the Durango's been out for a long time. When was it first? Let's see here. I want to say 2011 model year. 2000. Yep, 2011. So it's been out for, that's 10 model years now, and it's still relevant. They're still coming out with new models, and this SRT version seems to be one of the best. It's still a good-looking truck. It's still capable. It might not be leading on fuel economy or certain interior features, but driving this SRT model around has been an absolute blast. Quick look at the specs. We're dealing with a 6.4 liter. Let's get rid of these pleb options here. Which, quick side note, look at this. The model names have been getting so silly lately. Now you've got the Citadel RT and then Citadel Anodized Platinum trim. It's like each manufacturer's trying to one-up. You've got Limited, and then Ford comes out with the Platinum, and Dodge is like, oh no, we've got the Anodized Platinum now. Just keeps going up. I can't wait until there's a Diamond Edition. You know one of the American manufacturers is going to be coming out with a Diamond trim sometime here soon. And I don't know. I don't know where you go after that. But hopping up here to the SRT, you've got price starting at $62,995, but that's before destination. So tack on destination to that. I'm not going to be able to do math that quickly. $62,995 plus 4. You're going to be looking at $64,490 out the door base price with destination fee. But Dodge is always tossing money on top of lately they've been doing their power deals, their power dollars, or whatever they call it, where for each horsepower a car has, you get $1 off the price. So you're probably not going to be paying sticker for just about any Dodge vehicle. Fuel economy, it's awful. EPA combined 15. You could probably get that, but when you're driving it the way you want to be driving it, you're going to be getting much less. It's a 6.4 liter V8 making 475 horsepower in this trim. It makes 485 in the Charger and Challenger. I can't remember exactly why you lose 10 horsepower now. It's probably something with exhaust or emissions or something around that. All-wheel drive is standard on the SRT, and you've got the very good ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. 8,700 pound towing capacity. That's really nice. So you can have fun with this car on the weekends and then strap a boat or a trailer to it and do whatever you need to do. Gross vehicle weight, 7,100 pounds. That's a big boy. Warranty, standard 3-year, 36,000 mile, bumper to bumper. Powertrain, you're looking at 5 years, 60,000 miles. 6 seats in the SRT. It's captain's chairs in both the second and third row. I don't think you can get the 7-seat configuration for the SRT model. And that's about it for the important specs. It's just this one trim. We're just going to talk about the SRT today. Let's go ahead and build one. Skip all these basic trims. Now here's one cool thing that Fiat Chrysler does across the board, and I really appreciate it. It's just about all of their colors are included in the price of the vehicle. So if you want this red, if you want black, white, this kind of greenish color here, all zero cost options. The only one that costs a reasonable price, especially at the base price of this vehicle, is this Vice white exterior, which I gotta say does look really good. But that's gonna cost you just about 600 bucks. You can also throw on a lot of stripes onto this vehicle. You can do blue stripes, red stripes, gunmetal gray stripes, silver stripes, and for some reason this one, black and red center stripes, which doesn't show anything in the build configurator. I'm not sure what that one is. But let's see. I do kind of like, I've never seen a Durango in this green color, and it would be kind of cool to have that. But I'm probably, I don't know, it's a good looking truck. Let's, I'm gonna go with black for my SRT. Do I want stripes? Probably not. I want to make it a little bit of a sleeper. I do like these Brass Monkey bronze wheels though. So I think I'm gonna do those just for kicks and giggles. High performance brakes. Do you need this is all the description. High performance brakes. So it looks like they're Brembos. I'm gonna go without it. I'm gonna go with the all-season tires. Throw in a spare. $400 for a spare. Leather seats versus this Laguna leather. What they don't tell you with this high-performance Laguna leather seats is it's actually a really nice Alcantara. Oh no, it's not. Those must be a different option. So I'm gonna wait and throw in those Alcantara seats that our tester actually has. Skipped CD player, 19-speaker Harman Kardon amplified speakers with subwoofer. $1,000 for a 19-speaker Harman system. You know I'm paying for that. Throw on the sunroof. Throw in the center console armrest. Blind spot monitoring, I want that. These red seatbelts look really good. Can't wait to show those to you out in the car. Definitely pay for those, $100, easy decision. Lightweight performance package. I don't want to delete the third row. I think that would kind of make the vehicle less usable and lose a little value in resale. So keep the third row in there. Plus, why are you trying to make your SUV lightweight? I mean, this thing's going to be a tank regardless. Leave in all the features. Premium wrapped instrument panel, carbon fiber interior accents, and suede headliner. Hard pass on that one. $2,500 for that. Technology group. I do want the full speed forward collision warning and lane departure warning. Safety features are good. I could do without the adaptive cruise, but you gotta get it to get the other stuff. Skip the Cargo Plus group. Blu-ray video players. I mean, everyone's got tablets these days. I'm gonna be skipping that. Throw in the tow group. Powertrain, like I said, you're getting that 6.4 liter, not real Hemi. And I think that's our summary right there. Yep. So we're looking at 72,550 with destination. That's nice for them to include that in there. It's a lot of money, but it's also a lot of truck. And the way it makes you feel, I mean, hey, if you can afford it, I would highly recommend it. So let's take a quick look at the window sticker of the one we've got outside. What packages do we have here? Technology group, rear DVD player, trailer tow group, premium interior group, carbon fiber accents, seat belts, gunman. Yeah, those must be the stock seats, so definitely sticking with those. 825 watt amplifier with that 19 speaker system. Sounds pretty good. I'm doing a sound system review on it as well, so if you're interested in hearing what it sounds like, throw that link up, and that should be up shortly. All right. Yeah, you're going from 9 speakers, the base system, up to 19 for only $1,000. What a deal. Good on Dodge with that. Okay, that's enough talking here. Let's go out and take the truck for a drive. So here we've got the Durango in all of its glory. Got this kind of, I think this is the graphite gray hood stripe here. It's just kind of like a vinyl sticker type stripe there, but I mean, it looks good, and I like the red. I probably wouldn't want my daily driver type SUV to look quite that showy. Also no roof rails, which are interesting, and I didn't see those as an option. So that might factor into your SUV purchase decisions. Trunk. Power open, which is nice. Some usable space here. You got this underfloor compartment, which I assume goes away if you get the spare tire. Could be mistaken though. It's possible the spare comes up from underneath. Storage compartment there. These third row seats fold down very easily. On some of the other competitor models, you are getting power folding seats, but Dodge is keeping it simple, and it works well. Kind of grab that there and pull it back up. You can pull the headrests up here. Some metal tie downs. Grocery bag hold. Well, is that? Are these grocery bag holder? I think you could slide a grocery bag, sorry, into there, but probably also some holders for accessories, cargo racks and such. Power down as well. Big old tires here. These are the Pirelli P0 3-season summer tires. In the rears, you got two 95/45 R20s. Big boys. Unlock it. Go. I really like the layout of the Durango. I mean, the SRT aside, just the 6-seat setup works really well back here. The driver's seat's set right now pretty far back, just for a very comfortable 5'10" person, and I've got plenty of room back here. These seats recline quite a bit. You've got the Blu-ray DVD system back here with your headphones that wirelessly come with it. Throw those on, just like so. What else you got? You got this nice center console right in the middle. Good leather, nicely stitched. It's a 2-decker too, so you got this big, deep, really deep thing there with a pocket, USB, and a 12-volt. And then you open it like that, and you get this little top compartment that's smooth inside. Great for kids to throw nasty sucker wrappers in. Got some storage compartments here, and one actually underneath here as well. It's hard for you to see with the POV cam here, but it goes back there pretty far. And then up here, you've got heated seat controls, 2 more USB ports, and a 120-volt right there. Standard house input. So you could have a laptop plugged in or something like that. Very nice for them to include it. On the side here, you've got HDMI and AV inputs for both seat screens here. No panoramic sunroof option in the Durango, but you do have your rear HVAC controls and some nice lights back here, some dome lights with kind of a halogen yellowish looking tint to them, as well as some vents. Third row. Oh, look at this carbon fiber. It's fake. It's not real carbon fiber, but still looks cool. That's the best way to do this. Just scooch it forward, maybe? No? There we go. Put that on back. And then I bring this back up, which I can probably do right here. Yep. Nope. I guess I have to do it from... What's going on? Is it not latched all the way? Oh, you don't pull that. You just pull straight back up on the seat. And I got a good amount of room back here. There's a little bit of a steep rake to the seat back, but I've got a cup holder. 2 adults could sit back here. There's enough width. Other than that, do you have some dome lights? Good amount of leg room. What does this do? What? Wow, look at that. So you can actually open this center console from the back as well. That's pretty clever. All right. Pull this strap. And get myself out of here. Easy enough once you get the hang of it. Now to the driver's throne. This is that nice Alcantara fake suede I was talking about. Very smooth to the touch. Nice SRT badging here. This SRT logo actually lights up at night, which is pretty cool. Just a simple, nicely laid out, well-furnished interior. There's a lot of wasted space in here, I will say. They could probably do a little bit better. I mean, make the shifter, I don't know, move it around a little bit. Column shifter would be sweet. And then you could just add for a little bit more usability, but it works well enough. All right, let's get on the road. You got a lot going on with Fca Gauge Clusters. They provide you a lot of information, but you got to kind of know how to use it. On the left side here, you can cycle through different gauge modes. They can tell you all sorts of stuff. Engine power, speed warning, which is nice, vehicle health, screen setup, you can change all sorts of things in there, messages, audio station that you're on, listening to everything, trailer tow information, trip information, fuel economy information, which you're not going to want to look at in this truck, driver assist, and some more SRT gauges. You can see when Chris from the Topher had this car, he was pushing it pretty healthily, especially for how big it is. Track timer, lap history, top speed. I can confirm that that was not me. And a 0 to 60 timer. This is a lot of cool stuff in the gauge cluster here. You got a lot of stuff in the infotainment screen as well. All sorts of different apps, travel link, Wi-Fi hotspot, different market things. You can order probably pizza from here and stuff. And then your performance pages. This takes a second to load up, but this will tell you a lot of the same stuff that you could find in the gauge cluster as well. So you got current power that's being used, gear, current speed, G-forces, various lap timers, engine stuff. So you got your oil pressure, current torque and horsepower. Little dyno chart here to see how much power you're generating. A lot of cool stuff. You can record some of it as well. And then the SRT, here you got tons of different drive modes. You've got track, sport, auto, snow, tow, and custom. You can customize how you want your transmission, paddle shifters, stability control, all-wheel drive, suspension, and steering. How you want all that to feel. So we're dealing with a muscle car. It's a muscle car that can transport 6. Shifter feels decent. Now I will say the throttle tip-in is a little aggressive on this car. You have to kind of get used to just barely pressing on the gas, getting it to motivate itself, even in the auto drive modes. But I've been cruising around in this for the last few days, not doing quite as much driving as usual, but have taken it out a few times for research purposes, running errands and the such. And it's just so much fun to cruise in. It's fun to hear the exhaust, it's fun to feel the power, but it's also just comfortable, and you kind of look out over the big aggressive hood, and you've got those hood stripes and these comfortable seats and the rocking sound system. I mean, it's a lot of money. This one we've got, I think, was at $78,000, right around that range, maybe 76. And I mean, you really got to pony up for it, but you get a lot for the money. I think a lot of people are going to be pretty happy with that. One thing that the 392 Hemi Motors has is cylinder deactivation. So if we go down here into fuel economy, you can see we're driving along right now, getting about 19, 20 miles a gallon. If I'm real easy on it, eventually it'll turn itself into V4 mode. I don't think the headphones will be subtle enough to pick up the difference in sound, but there's a slight bit more vibration, a little bit different sound from the engine when it goes into 4-cylinder mode. Actually, you know what? I better go into auto. That'll probably encourage it here. Yep, there we are, 4 cylinders. Now, cruising along at 40 miles per hour, averaging 34 miles to the gallon. You can lean on it a little bit, and it stays in 4-cylinder, but it pretty quickly activates all 8 cylinders when it needs any real power. You really can't tell the difference though. Once the engine is warmed up, at most speeds, when it cycles back and forth between 4 and 8 cylinders, it's it's seamless. You really can't notice it. Got heated and cooled seats. Well, they're ventilated. Heated and ventilated seats, as well as a heated steering wheel. My only complaint with that is that you have to go into the sound system, or not the sound system, the infotainment system to make those adjustments. You can't just tap a button, and that would be nice, but every car's got to have their quirks, right? Let's hop on the highway here real quick. Go into track mode for this on-ramp. Boy, this thing is just fierce. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the highway, but the Durango SRT does pretty well. The ride is really good, surprisingly good for how sporty it is and the tires and the wheels that it's rocking. Other than that, there is some exhaust drone. If you were daily driving this, putting a lot of miles on, you definitely might get sick of it. Wind noise is good. Tire noise is good. It's just a little bit of that exhaust drone. It does have adaptive cruise control that works pretty well. And then you can also just use standard cruise control right here. So it's nice that Chrysler makes it really easy to switch between adaptive and regular. Alright, we'll do a little bit of sporty driving here and then wrap things up for you. Just sounds so good. It's just something about good old V8 muscle. Chrysler does such a good job with it. Very responsive shifts. SUV should not be this fun. Yet here we are. Worried that the camera got messed up a little bit there. Even in track mode, the suspension is not harsh. You know, obviously a big competitor to this vehicle would be the Explorer ST. And the Durango is much more emotional than the Explorer. The Explorer kind of goes through the paces. If you're a Ford guy and you kind of like the turbocharged way of doing things, I mean, it's good, but the suspension is tougher than this. Not as compliant. It's a little bit of a smaller vehicle. Definitely doesn't sound as good. It doesn't really have that character and feel and mean, this makes you feel like you're just cruising in a Challenger down Woodward or just something very, very fun and emotional. The Explorer doesn't really provide that as much. The Explorer definitely can't do that. Let's do a little launch control. Very easy to set up. It's track mode, activate launch control. Sorry, come to a stop, activate launch control, apply brake pressure, full throttle. Woo! It is just crazy that a vehicle this large can go that fast and be that, I don't want to keep using emotional, just that raw, but yet drive so composed. Those silly little fart sounds it makes on upshift. Who knows how necessary those are, but I don't care. Final thoughts on the Durango SRT. I'm gonna miss it. It's definitely one of those cars that you remember driving for a long time and kind of look forward to, but in a way it's better than a lot of those as well, because a lot of cars you kind of get the keys to and you drive them for a week and you're like, oh man, that was cool, all right, here you go, and you would never consider buying one. This is a car that I would legitimately consider purchasing if I needed a vehicle this large and had this sort of money. It's just, it's fun, it's emotional, it's cool, and it does so much well. You've got all-wheel drive, you've got all this power, you've got all this space, it's luxurious, the infotainment system works well. And it manages to come in at under $80,000. I mean, you could price one under $70,000 if you wanted to kind of have some restraint with the options, but I don't know why you would. I mean, if you're already spending this much money, get something you really enjoy. Or pick one up on the used market. You can find these for less than $50,000 certified pre-owned. And that is a great deal right there for what you're getting. There are not too many vehicles that can make you feel the way this Durango does and do as much as it does all at the same time. Color me impressed, Dodge. You're still doing it. Whew. All right. Let me know what you guys think about the Durango. Would you get this? Would you get an Explorer? Would you get one of the German brutes? I think this would, I think it would have to be this one for me. Let's do a quick demo of the remote start. Not too many cars on the new market that are going to sound like that, especially that have 6 seats. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos if you want to hear how the sound system works on this truck. Keep a lookout for that. I'm Charlie with Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.